Alright, I thought I'd take some time today and refurbish one of my early designs. This is what I call the WREN. It's a 2.5 inch using Emax props. This has really, I probably have flown 1,000 flights with this. This is really where I got a lot of airtime practicing my Cinewhoop flying. It's quiet, it's small, it doesn't disturb anybody in the neighborhood, and but obviously it's been through hell. It's got a lot of grass stains on it. It's dirty. You can just see how nasty it is in there. It's made up of a 3-layer 20 by 20 stack with ESC on the bottom, flight controller, VTX stacked up, and then a XM Plus receiver on the top, driving out to these antennas on the back. And anyway, it just looks like it needs a little bit of updating. So my plan is just inspecting. I noticed one of these props, this one here, broken. I don't know if you can see it there. So I gotta replace these props. As you probably have seen in my flights, a lot of my flights, the camera's kind of hanging left or right, and because it's stabilized, it doesn't show up out of plumb in the video. But I got a new way of doing this, just like I did on this one here, so I can get my soft isolation more, so it's nice and perpendicular to start with. So I'm going to put a new kind of mount on the front. And then you can see the servo tape. This has just been electrical tape, and I've had to retape this quite a few times. I went on Joshua Bardwell's page. He's got a shopping list of stuff. I wanted to get some good cloth tape. I bought some cloth tape before that didn't really stick real good. This is very obviously, it sticks to itself fantastically. I can't even get it started. So this was, so you get it on Amazon, but you got, get the number off of his shopping page, which I thought I very much appreciated. So I'll be doing that on this quad and most of my other ones. And then this is pretty honky on the back here with this antenna. The antenna works great, but the way I got it mounted on there is pretty hokey. I'm going to design up some kind of TPU better mount for that. Maybe even put a different antenna, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get at it, and I'll be right back with all the improvements. Here's the final look of the WREN. I don't know, it's probably 4 years ago that I built this out of parts, and it's been really a wonderful quad. I designed this thing I call the foliage deflector because I do like to fly down and in amongst flowers and that in the springtime. It's kind of cool. Not too many people are doing that, but I find it to be a lot of fun. This time around, instead of going with the Emax Yvonne Rush props, the 2.5s, these are the D63s from Gempan. They're very good. You can buy them both the 3-blade or the 5-blade. We're going to start off with the 3-blade on this one, see how it goes. I made a new mount in the front here for the Go-To. Basically spreading out my isolators from where they were before. They were kind of Y-shaped before, which sometimes would lend the camera to be a little bit off-center, but again, in Insta360 Studio, it balances out anyway. And if you're using gyro flow with it, you actually, if you start off with like an offset camera, you can plug in a so many degrees of offset to kind of get it all leveled up again before you do the encoding of it. But this will give me an option to kind of go either way. In the back here, I ended up putting tubes in for the receiver diversity wires into the TPU that it came with. I just had some of these extra tubes, so I got those on there. And then instead of using the larger lollipop that I had on there, which was, you know, didn't really have a good way to mount it. There was no real, I didn't want to really clutter up the back end too much. And so decided to go with a micro version of the same lollipop, and then I built this mount so it's in there nice and secure. There's really only one post back here, so there's really not a lot of structure there to make it strong. But doing this block approach not only will protect it, and it has basically the same kind of wiring. It's now sandwiched between the two ducts, so it's got some pretty good support. Other than that, I did fly it already with a Tattoo 3S 850, and I got 7.5 minutes down here in the workshop, so very pleased about that. The other thing I wanted to mention is one of the things I bought recently is which helped out with this project a lot, is an electric screwdriver, and you can buy them on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. This is the newer design version. It's a few extra dollars over the one that they've been selling. You'll kind of see this kind of look to the same company, but this has a little bit better motor gearbox in here apparently, and then there's a little bit of a texture to the handle. But this is kind of cool because it's got a light on there. This is all magnetized. These parts come out. You pretty much have all of the bits that you're probably ever going to need. These kits mainly were designed for use for taking phones apart, so it comes with some lever pieces to pop open the back of phones. There's also a magnetizer, demagnetizer box that you can use here to, if you don't like things to be magnetized, you can do that. But this is, I had to literally take almost every screw out of here when I did this refurb, and this thing probably saved me, you know, at least an hour of time having to do it by hand. So anyway, that's all I want to share for today. We'll have this in the air when we have the next good dry day. Thanks for watching.